My name's Christian. I'm a junior at Boys Ranch High School. I was told about the stock show and I heard that you made good money, and so I decided to give it a try last year, and then I came to realize that I had a liking for it and I continued to do it. It's just the time that you take with these animals, the grit that it needs to just get it to do what you want and not give up on it. I mean, it's not just about the show and the money, it's about the time, the love. We get these animals young, and when you're young and stubborn, you gotta show them love. Just like you would do, for a little kid as you're helping them grow up.
I always want kids to learn responsibility when it comes to taking care of a living, breathing animal. And then I think a lot of that, it teaches them patience. And a lot of our kids struggle with patience. And so they understand that it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, and that it's going to take practice and doing it the right way. And that if you do it the wrong way, it might set you back. And so I think it teaches them that a lot in life, is sometimes days are better than others. And so you just got to take a step back at times and reevaluate the situation and come at it from a different angle.
Another challenging part is I've never done this before. I have to ask for a lot of help, and that's pretty challenging.
Animals do feed off of the people they're around. And so, it's something that we try to practice on. I tell these kids all the time, if you'll be still, they'll be still. And so if kids are constantly moving, wanting to fidget around, those animals typically are going to do the same thing. So getting them to where they understand, hey, everything's going to be okay, it doesn't matter. If they get away from you, catch them and we'll regroup.
Honestly, I'm kind of nervous, but then again excited because it'll be my first one. With the commercial steer program, you have to feed your steers out and they have to show good, and then you have to have a 2 to 5 minute speech, and then you have a 50-question test that you have to study for. And I've got my speech pretty good. It's almost there. It's still a little rocky.
You don't feel like you gotta look somebody in the eye when you're speaking up here. Look at this back row and just kind of go back and forth like you're making eye contact and addressing everybody. Make sense? Okay, try again.
Or I could just... Who's here smart enough? Go ahead, hold it up.
My name is Jana, I'm 17. I want to be a vet, like livestock veterinarian or something to do with animal science. My goat, I really like how stout he is, and he seems really well built. And my pig is just very friendly. Most of the time mine are kind of mean, but this year he's very friendly. I like to pray, and then also just spending time with my animal and thinking on the time I have spent with it, making sure it's ready for the show. So when I do show, I know that I'm ready. It's almost like building a friendship with them and trust. Like you're feeding them every day and you're building the relationship with them so you can trust them and they'll trust you when you're walking them and showing them.
Showing my goat is probably going to be the one I'm most nervous about. He doesn't have a consistent walk. It's like he'll take a step, and then he'll take a couple quick steps, and then he'll take a step and a couple quick steps. Sometimes he'll come up on his back feet and just stand there. And yeah, I just hope he doesn't do that in there.
Coming up first will be our Boys Ranch FFA stock show, and it is it's the first show for all of our kids to participate in, most of them probably ever. And so this helps to get some of the butterflies maybe out of their system, gets their animals out, see how they're going to perform. And it's neat, especially because this will be the first year we have it in our Taylor show barn. So we get to host it here as opposed to having to move to another barn.
have to get up at 5, you get up at 5:30.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm representing Boys Ranch FFA, and I have a quick question for all of you. How many of you have a smartphone? Go ahead, hold it up. All right, now imagine this. You're a cattle producer sitting right here.
But I am proud of that to be all for school. You get those memorized?
Got reserve champion for market steers.
I got reserved for commercial lambs.
My favorite part was probably my speech because it was my most confident part of the day.
My favorite part was probably getting just to hear feedback from the judge, just so I can learn like what I need to work on.
Got second in my class for the goats, and then for my pig, I won my class and the drive overall. 2 other pigs got the grand in reserve, but it was pretty good.
People like to say that these kids are raising animals, and I think of it as the animals are raising the kids, because there's so many life lessons that they're gaining from this, as we talked about the responsibility and the work ethic, the patience that comes along with it, and sportsmanship. You know, win, lose, or draw. Hey, let's be grateful for where we're at. You know, you're not always going to win. Nobody wins at everything they do, and so we can always get better, no matter what. You know, and so that's what I always want kids to understand is nothing's given to you. You're going to work for it, and hey, let's be grateful, win, lose, or draw wherever we're at, and we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, good job, bud.
You too. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Today went really good. It was really exciting. It was a big surprise to win Grand Champ. It was really cool. And I think we learned a lot by getting our nerves out now instead of going to Vega and freezing up. So it was really fun.
I had a great time.
Me too.
About you, Abe? Okay, that was
I don't know if we could ever express enough what he's done for us, and not only just the monetary side of what he's done for us, but just having him around kids and just getting to talk to him about, you know, maybe metal work that he's done, and getting to learn that side of stuff from Curly as well, because he's had a very interesting life, and we certainly wouldn't be where we're at out here without having the generous donations from him. And he's helped numerous kids out here, whether they have show animals or not, that just by him being involved with Cal Farley's Boys Ranch, I feel like has benefited pretty much every kid that's probably out here in some form or fashion.
You see, you're doing what I acquired by myself years ago. Because you're taking them and giving them something to do, and they see the process. They do this, they do that. And you can read every book, like I've already said, backwards and forwards, and write everything you can do. But until you do it with your hands, it's meaningless. It's somebody else's work. That's the only learning. That's where learning comes in. Not through here, not through there, not through your pocketbook. But it comes from doing it. And unless you do it, you're as dumb as the day you signed on. I mean,
He's an $8 million bull rider.
Oh, wrong.
Or how does that go?
You ready, son? Let's go.
Get him! Fire! Get him!